All right. You look down. I think that's your model pose. You're like, I'm gonna start from
What are you
taking
talking
that
about?
down.
Look, I didn't look down. I just
You-
took my glasses off and looked straight at the thing.
We'll see in the replay. That's how you go. I was like, okay, model, supermodel. You see the guns? You see the blue? This is nice, baby. It's a nice shirt.
I appreciate that.
It's very nice. When we get off camera,
nothing's gonna happen.
All right, and that's marriage, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode number 85 of the Marriage Go Round podcast with your real life married couple hosts, Tanjareen and CT. We go live on Wednesdays because we were married on a Wednesday. The word wed is in Wednesday. I was born on a Wednesday. And it's like usually when you have shows in comedy, you don't really have to go out of town on a Wednesday. So here we are, just days before our wedding anniversary. We'll talk about that. But let's see who was in here before we got here. Please share this. Give it a thumbs up.
Will our anniversary be, is it Wednesday or it's Thursday?
It's a Tuesday.
Man, I was like, how crazy would it have been to do our show on our anniversary?
Well, I don't know if you know how calendars work, but they change like by one day every year. We actually did our show on our anniversary last year.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
I have no memory of that.
I know you don't, baby. And then we left and went to dinner.
Did we?
Yes.
Where did we go?
That might have been a Mastro's night.
Really?
Because Ocean Prime was Valentine's Day. Yeah, I think we went to Mastro's.
You got a great memory.
Well, I care about these kind of things.
I'm glad one of us does.
Yeah. What's wrong with my hair on this side? Ugh. Anyways, yeah, I'm glad one of us does.
Yeah.
One more year, guys. One more year.
These are the jokes, guys.
These are the jokes.
Fraser Smith.
Yes, one of our comedian friends. People who were in here before we got in here. Keena King says, we ready with the Tanjareen emojis and the heart emoji. And she says, hashtag Team Tanjareen, hashtag Team Ree. We appreciate the love. Jordan Taylor was in here early. He says, this is going to be one epic show that we are always on a self journey and finding the truth that will lead us in forging a path in life, where we seek happiness and embrace the light within our hearts. Punctuation, Jordan. You got a whole week before we get back on this show. I want you to look up how to use commas and periods. But thank you so much for being so positive at all times and being acting, baby. Latasha Luxuries is in here. MGR, my former workout buddy. She done went and changed her schedule, and I haven't seen her all week.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sad because she changed her schedule right after she won.
That's how it goes.
After she won.
I won? I'm out.
Fanatic. The very next day, she was like, yeah, I'm not going to.
Take care of yourself.
I'm not going to be in these workouts no more. It's fine.
Bye, baby.
She's been working out on her own, and I actually saw her using her prizes. She got some hand weights in the mail, and she's been using them in her workouts.
Love to hear that.
Isaac says, showtime, let's go. Autumn Reed's in the building.
Autumn Reed. What up, Autumn Reed?
Marriage Go Round. Jarrell Week says, should be Wednesday every 10 years.
Interesting, because calendars.
Oh, on a Wednesday. Okay, thank you. I was like, is he trying to, I was ready to fight.
You're already aggressive.
I was ready. I'm from Inglewood.
That does not
It's
mean
nobody's
anything.
fault but my family's.
But your mother's not, well, she's not from Inglewood. I was about to say she's not aggressive. Your dad wasn't aggressive.
My mom's aggressive on the low. She got a mouth on
that. Means passively aggressive.
Yes, my mom is the queen of passive aggression.
I love Barbara so much.
We both do. Aeronology Joke says, hey, y'all, I just saw the flyer for the Martin Lawrence tour. Congrats, CT. I'll see you in August.
You will see me in August.
Yes,
man.
Martin Lawrence posted a flyer. He's doing a tour. It's his first time headlining his own tour in 8 years.
He's back.
And CT will be on some of the dates. So far, they've only announced the ones in Michigan, but more dates will be announced that CT's a part of. So don't show up in New York because we said what we said if you don't see that CT is part of the show in your city. Unless you just want to support Martin, but don't go looking for CT unless he's in that city. Guy Trip says, yep, I'm here. Emperor Kale says, hello. Bandersnatch says, hey, Bandersnatch. Thanks for watching. Shout out to my merch. This says plant-based. It's what that mouth do. You can get that on tanjareen.com. Plant-based. It's what that mouth do. Yes, you can in various colors, hoodies, masks, because, one day we'll need masks again. I don't know when. How's your week been before we get into the theme song?
My week has been interesting. It's been I've been promoting my May 25th show, the CT Singing Showcase live. And the reason I'm even doing the show is because we're doing a team takeover that weekend, Memorial Day weekend. And I wanted to have another event that everybody could, be part of and see. And plus, I was like, this is great. This is something that we bonded over during the pandemic, so why not do it live? So it's going great. Been promoting it, hitting people been getting tickets, which is great. I am very excited. And outside of that, performing. Monday night did a show with Matt Rife at the Comedy Store.
Yes, you did, baby. Matt Rife is a viral global comedian who sells out arenas, has a show tonight
At the Hollywood Bowl.
At the Hollywood Bowl, which is
17,000 people.
17,000 seater. That's how big he is. And he called CT and said, hey, would you like to be on my show at the Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard?
Here's what I love about Matt Rife. Matt Rife, been knowing this boy since he was 16. Same guy at 28 that he was at 15. And that's crazy because, this dude is a multi-millionaire. He's a literally, I think, #1 in the world comedian and still the same guy. You can't beat that.
I agree. He's very sweet. I was shocked that when I walked backstage and I was just filming the green room at the Comedy Store, he got up out of his seat and walked across the room and said, hey, Tanjareen, and came over to me. I was going to come to him, but I was like, this is not millionaire energy, and I'm here for
That's how you get more millions.
I know, because he's a friend of the people.
Man.
Good luck, CT. Jordan Taylor says, congrats, CT. Ashley White
guys.
says, love the tank Tanjareen. Thank you. Ashley White says, hey, y'all, hey, I may pop up. I'm currently at my grandma's funeral since I've had a fear of going to funerals. So last time we talked, she was in tears, but didn't really get to tell us, but she told me before that her grandma was in her last days. She has passed since our last episode. I'm very sorry for your loss. Ashley White also, Leland, Big Ev, his uncle died the day after Ashley's grandmother died.
Sorry for y'all losses.
Something's in the air because my other friend's aunt died. I'm like, what happened this week? But I'm sorry for everyone's.
That's a good fear. Funeral. You know what's funny? Well, not funny, like ha. But
odd, peculiar.
Yeah, that kind
strange,
of funny.
Ironic.
The last funeral I went to was 2 years ago. My uncle Clarence. He actually I think that might have been last year. He died, and I went to his funeral in Detroit. And I couldn't look at the casket. And that's something that I found that helps me when I go to funerals is to not look at the casket.
That makes sense.
Because they don't look like how you remember them, and it warps it even more. But I was able to get through it by not looking at the casket. But that's a good fear.
Yes. Oh, the other friend whose aunt passed was Little Rail, and his fiance, Donella, is a friend of mine. So she let us know. So sending love and energy and strength to all those people who've lost someone recently. Guy Tripp says, y'all got to go see CT. He's been really upgrading. He said someone's cowboy hat was racist. I laughed for 2 minutes off of that alone.
Oh, they posted the whole thing. So I actually remember that. So I did Chocolate Sundays a couple of weeks ago. And they posted a clip on Instagram and they said, yo, see the full crowd work set. So I guess they cut it. I don't know. If they post more clips, I'll check it out, but I just can't go to YouTube and see it because YouTube, each social site is different. And not everybody's positive. So I don't want to digest anything crazily.
Good for you. It's a good way to say it. Can I just take a moment before we sing the theme song?
Please, take a moment.
To shout out CT's hair.
Oh, thank you.
He's got his locks back. He got them braided recently. My baby's looking good.
I'm locked up.
Don't let them out. Keep going, baby. That's it.
Locked up.
Don't let them out.
Oh.
Don't let them out. Oh, look at
Froze
Froze on that face. All right, so I'm going to take another screenshot.
Thank you for the shout out.
Yes,
appreciate that.
1, 2.
Put your shoulder down. I'm not taking it until you put your shoulder down. Put the right shoulder down. There you go. Now, go.
This is my happy face.
No, I hate that shoulder being up. It makes you look like you're.
Hate is such a strong word for a pose that makes me happy.
You
don't want to see me happy.
Yeah, I want to see happy.
Because when I'm happy, it's like energy. And you're like, no, I don't like your energy.
No, I love your energy.
Okay.
I just think that I always want the best representation of you.
Okay. So me with the shoulder.
So put it like this.
I'm leaning to you. And I would hope that you would lean to me.
I want to. So I want you to do it again. No, do the pose that you had before with your arm up a little more.
This is it. Okay, there.
It's almost like your shoulders you make them broad like that, where you don't have broad shoulders.
So can you just lean to me and give me
like this?
And how did you make yours so flat over there? That's weird.
It's easy when you're not doing
that. 1, 2, make a real face and quit laughing at me. 1, 2, 3. That's the screenshot at 9 minutes and 48 seconds. Somebody get it. All right, you guys. Let's sing the theme song. I don't know what I've been up to since last week other than supporting you at your shows, working out like crazy, because I'm trying to get ready for the summer. There's only like 40-something days left of summer, and I'm going to be shirtless.
Back in the gym in 3 hours.
And he already went to the gym today. That's 2 days, baby.
Yeah.
And I did my spin class this morning. You can see the proof of that in my.
I need to start the 2 days because I need to get even more ready by the time the squad gets here. You've been working so much beyond everything that you just made them here. You've been working in the office daily, all day and all night.
Yes, thank you. Her show.
Thanks, Jordan Taylor.
CT's always looking very nice on camera. Oh, so we singing Akon's Locked Up. Ashley White, if you're at a funeral.
Hey, let her get her joy, Dad. Stall her out.
Ashley says CT's hair is fire.
Thank you.
Essel says, just skip the funeral. Why force yourself? Who are we trying to impress?
The family members and friends.
Touche.
Also, you got to be there for the people that need it more than you.
Yeah, because I will say, when my dad passed away, the amount of friends that showed up to my dad's funeral really touched me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. I was like, okay, let me make sure I support people when they lose someone in this way. It really meant a lot to me.
You know what's wild?
I know Voice is coming back from pneumonia, so I'll make sure to pop up on the show. Love, of course. She had pneumonia and a death in the family last week. Okay, yes.
Man, this is not the proper time to bring this up, but
you didn't know I was going to read that. Go.
At your father's funeral, you were looking so good. She had this black dress on with this black, it was like a summer hat, but it's not a summer hat. Oh, her body was crazy. And I was just looking at her the whole time. She was crying and she was also smiling and telling great stories about her dad. And I was just like, man, I'm going to smash when we get out of here. And I did. She let me smash during her grief. That was pretty cool.
I don't remember you smashing me.
Oh, yeah?
After my dad's funeral.
Well, you know, it happened.
It happened.
It was a good time. I wanted you to keep the dress on. That's all. That's
Lord.
how great she looked in that dress.
Well, my dad would have wanted me to look good at his funeral.
Where's the dress at?
My dad. It's upstairs.
It's upstairs. Maybe you could. Well, I don't want you to associate that dress with.
You want me to wear it for our anniversary?
No, maybe some other time.
All right, let's sing the theme song before you think that I forgot.
What if you put the dress on? I'm like, that's the dress?
Exactly. I'm not gonna do nothing for you no more. That was before we were married.
It's a cold game.
And it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
So
you ain't wear that dress in a minute.
Jamil said, damn, fam. This thing is not letting me touch it. What's going on? You do it, baby.
I'm not going to do any better than you did.
Baby, you do everything better than me.
I'm glad you know that.
Oh, I got it myself. Never mind.
See?
I'm proud of you for that, CT. Sometimes it's the only right thing to do.
Yeah, man.
Shut up. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
All right, here we go. We ain't talking about nothing.
It's a relationship. She was looking great, and that was cool for her to be like, hey, I'll give you some of this box, even though it's just one of the hardest days of my life. And I appreciated that. That shows how selfless Tanjareen is, because she's really selfless.
I really am. Even though you try to paint me as a villain.
Oh, you're definitely a villain.
I'm very selfless.
You can be two things at once.
I'm charitable. No, I can't be a villain and selfless.
I think we have different definitions of what a villain is.
You're a villain. So just write down your adjectives. That'll be villain.
My pronouns.
Oh, Lord. What were we watching where the guy said, shut up, because you sound like somebody who has pronouns in their bio. And I was like, ha!
Yeah, that was Matt.
Isn't that right?
That was hilarious.
Isn't that right? That his comedy show at the comedy store. And just the visual of somebody who has pronouns in their bio.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Okay.
Pronouncing it up.
Like, I don't need to put. There's only so many characters you get in the bio. I'm not wasting mine.
I'm not wasting them.
I'm not wasting mine with that.
You see what it is, and that's what it is.
Ashley says, not smashing after the funeral, LOL. She's
not right after. Like, we had to go drive back to the valley.
Let my future husband do that to me. I'd be like, thank you for making me feel better. All right. Well, I hope he's watching the show. Megamind was a selfless villain. Nobody asked you, Guy Tripp, to name selfless
That was a good
villains.
movie. I'm surprised Megamind didn't get a sequel. It blows my mind the amount of movies that we enjoy that don't end up getting sequels. Like, it was a good movie, Beowulf. Beowulf was a really great movie.
It was a good TV show that didn't get a sequel?
What?
Las Vegas and also Hollywood.
Las Vegas, bam. Las Vegas did several seasons.
The show from the people that the aircraft people
you're
that
thinking
went
about
from Vegas to Cali?
It was called Vegas to LA, or LA to Vegas. That's what it was called.
Okay, that show was great.
Yeah, they didn't get a season 2. That pissed me off.
And Hollywood didn't get a season 2.
Hollywood, that was on Netflix.
Right.
Yeah, but what did come out of that show is the casting of David Cornsweet as Superman.
Because he was in that show.
Yeah.
Can we do the theme song now? It's been 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's been 15 minutes and we haven't done a theme song and we haven't started talking about relationships.
We've been talking about relationships the whole time.
Have we?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about hair and muscles and TV shows.
Yeah, these are things that we relate to.
Funerals.
Relationships.
Are you ready to do the theme song? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Marriage go round. Marriage go round.
Marriage go round. This married things and things are up. Married things and things are up.
The Real Relationship Podcast. You can't see, but my legs were kicking like a puppy. I was so happy.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you for joining me. Beowulf is also a good book.
It's a great book.
I still want a sequel for John Carter.
That was a good book, yeah.
I can see Bandersnatch doing the counter, LOL. The theme song is always so good to listen to. Both of you did amazing. Thank you so much, Jordan Taylor.
So let's get into the first thing so Andrea Lilly sent me this last night. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. She was like, this is a possible topic for the show. And I'm like, I'm with it. You got the video, or you want me to just...
When I was 16 years old, I started saving my money. I still do that to this day because if something ends up happening, I will have the money to fix it immediately. 6 years ago, I met my wife in college. Around 2 years ago, she found out about my savings account, and that's when things kind of got weird. She tells me that she wants to start saving as well, and I'm like, cool, let's do it. As the months went on, she kept putting into the savings account, and I was putting...
How he saved his money. He's had a savings account since he was in college. He saved about $230,000. His wife comes in and she says, oh, I would like to start saving. So he says, oh, well, let's save together. They used that account and she started depositing some money into that account. And he started adding even more money into the account. So they got up to $250,000. So she put it in a total of $10,000. She decides to take all of the money out of the account and then pay off her student loans. And he was shocked because he said, this is my money. And she said, this is our money. And he's like, you put in $10,000 and you took out all of the money to pay your loans. So I guess my question is...
And she didn't ask permission. He just saw that money was missing.
Right. And here's the thing. These are my thoughts. Number one, this is your fault, bro, because why not create a separate savings account with you and your lady? As opposed to having her join your already existing savings account that you have the majority of money in. That was a rookie move. Two, this is a completely made up scenario. This dude makes a lot of videos, but the story still remains as far as a hypothetical. Do you have a savings account with your spouse? And
when I was 16 years old, I started saving my money. I still do that to this day because if something ends up happening, I will have the money to fix it immediately. 6 years ago, I met my wife in college.
Is always one of the major reasons that people in relationships have issues: money and smashing, whether it's them not smashing each other enough or them smashing other people, and money, whether they're not having enough or whatever. So
I thought it was smashing, money, and communication. Were those the three reasons?
Communication must be number 3.
Yeah, I think those are the 3 reasons people get divorced.
Because communication is with all the topics. If you would communicate about the smashing of money, you'd be fine.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Beowulf can't have a sequel because it's literally a 6th century poem, Autumn Reed says. So she always has facts. Forget the hospital. Somebody got to notify the funeral home. Could he just split the savings account? Jordan Taylor, she already took most of the money out of it. Money and smashing, definitely a top reason. Exactly. So, Andrea Lilly, thank you for submitting that as a topic for today's episode.
Yeah, that was fun.
I agree. When I first watched the video, I was like, why would he, if you've been saving this money since you were 16, and then you met this woman 6 years ago, and then you got married to her, 2 years later, which I think 2 years later is when she found out about your account. Why would you add her to your account that you've had since you were 16 if you didn't want to give her full reign of that account?
Yeah.
You definitely should have a separate account, but she is absolutely wrong for taking that much money from your joint account and just going ahead and doing what she wanted to do with it without your permission. That's crazy.
She would have done the same thing if they had the separate account with the $20,000 in it. But at the same time, I can't be super mad at her for you making such a dumb move.
Exactly.
Hypothetically.
Because you're pretty much saying do what you want. Here,
Yeah.
you have access to this account, do what you want. But most couples that I've heard who have joint accounts, we do not. They normally have some kind of agreement where they won't do a transaction over a certain amount of money without the other person saying it's okay. So yeah, you can get some gas, you can pay this bill, you know, you can buy this treat for yourself. But if it comes to over 1,000 or over 2,000 or whatever your agreement is, you have to, you know, talk to the other person. So
when it comes to money, I feel like you earned it. How dare I tell you what to do with it, right? So with Tanjareen, throughout the course of our relationships, whatever job she's booked or whatever, well, I guess that's all encompassing, but it's like more so whatever commercial she's done, whatever movie she's done, TV show she's done, hosting gig, whatever, that's her money. How dare I be like, hey, yeah, put some money in the pot. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the same token, the way that I make my money, come on, we're not, hey.
Well, we have a great agreement that what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. And it's worked wonderfully for us.
That's so funny that you think that. But
that's pretty much what you just said.
No, it is not even close.
What's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. It works great for us. We're happy. Aren't we happy?
I'm happy.
I am happy too. All right, moving on. Jarrell Week says, I feel like money becomes the excuse when folks aren't really feeling one another.
That's a good point.
He also says, I have no problem splitting everything with my wife. She's earned it. That's great. But if you had something you were saving since you were a teenager, decades before you met your wife, would you still just go ahead and give her half of that? Or is it half of you as an adult or the last couple of years of your career savings before you met her? Because that's a difference. When you're 16, it's hard to save money and keep it for all the things that go through in life all those years. And then somebody just wipe it away.
I think it goes toward your prized possessions, right? So some of my prized possessions are of no value to Tanjareen, but are extremely valuable to me.
CT was like, wait, what? That's what Rattler Steve said. Your prized possessions are what? Your wrestling stuff, your PS5?
Definitely the PS5. And then my action figures and stuff. And what's another prized possession to me? A few of my watches, but those are of no value to you. Like, you don't care about that stuff.
So the next question of the day is, if you get mad at your spouse or y'all completely break up and you just want to be vengeful, what's the first thing of his you're going to destroy or sell? So with you, you're letting me know
the valuables.
So I'm getting rid of that PS5. I'm smashing all them watches with a hammer, but I'm going to leave them so you can see that they're smashed. Or should I just take all the, what is this called? All the bands off of them so that you would only have, no, I'm gonna leave the bands. I'll leave the bands and take all the faces of the watches. This is vindictive brain. This isn't the real me that's right now. What else could I take? I feel like I might grab your wrestling belts and put those on eBay.
You know, if I were you, I would probably just go buy a plot. So you do the work for me. No.
Why do I need a plot, baby?
No. Never mind.
And do I need to get a shovel?
No, I got the shovel.
You got the shovel?
Come on, baby. You ain't gotta get the shovel.
Okay.
I got the shovel.
You got the shovel, I get the plot.
You get the
my own plot. Because I've taken your watches and I've taken all the faces and left the bands.
Yeah.
And I've sold your wrestling belts.
You said it in order of what the plot would be necessary for. The watches are the least.
Okay.
But the fact that you started with my PlayStation, went to my wrestling belts, then said watches. It's like, man, I hope that plot is worth your size.
What else should I do? Well, how do you feel about your shoes? You have a nice shoe collection.
Yeah, they don't really matter that much to me. But I will say, the reason I can sit here and listen to all of this is because that is not the type of person Tanjareen is. But I have met some people, women and men, that are those types of people. I'm also not that type of person.
Oh, good one, Jackie. Thank you. The action figures. Yes, he has 2 huge bookshelves of action figures from Power Ranger stuff to, yes. Thank you, Jackie Moody.
You know what's crazy?
The action figures. Okay, so it's in the order of that. It's the PS5 first. The watches is later. Then it's those action figures. And also, a couple of people have put him in the comic book. Joe Fuzzy Joe has him in his comic book, and that's behind him. He's got autographed photos of his favorite heroes. Thank you, Jackie Moody.
You know what's crazy?
She gonna get in the plot with me. What's up?
Yeah, she's definitely got to get in the plot with you. Held that little girl in my hands. Held that little girl in my hands.
I appreciate that.
And she is working with the enemy. That's wild.
That's great. Oh, I like that. Guy Tripp says his wife, he says, my check is her playground and her check is mine.
Do you read that again? Read it and read the words. Don't read the intention.
My check is her playground.
My check is her playground.
Which means she plays around with my money.
And her check is mine.
I don't like that part.
Exactly.
I don't like that part.
The way he made it seem was like.
I thought it was where I said it. What's mine?
No,
what's yours,
that's why you
mine.
have to read
words.
words.
I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
The way
with
you
your
said it
action
was
figures.
like, she uses my money as her play money.
That's what I
her
thought.
Her check is mine.
I don't like that.
I know.
I don't like that. All right, just cause says he looked at Jackie like, why you had to say something? He definitely did.
Like, what was that?
What's up, Doran's Blade? Finally catching a live. Thank you for being here. Guy Tripp, his wife Frances, we love you. I don't have to keep saying you're his wife because we all know that now, but she says no.
What's up, Frances?
Guy Tripp says, I'm just hiding her phone and tablet and disconnecting the internet. What of mine are you getting rid of? Stop acting like it's nothing and you wouldn't be mad. Like, play along.
I know I should be playing along, but I'm not even that type of person.
I'm not either. This was just for fun.
If I was that type of person, something of yours that I would destroy, your journal. She has a gratitude journal that she writes in every day, and it's probably the one totem that keeps her sane. So I'm going more for mental abuse than mental and emotional abuse than your belongings.
Thank you, baby.
You can replace all your other stuff. You can't replace those memories in that book.
Autumn Reed says, never destroy anything that you will have to pay to replace if he wins it in the divorce.
Woo.
So you couldn't really get monetary value for the journal. So that's good.
So
destroy the urn.
That's wild.
My daddy? My daddy right there?
That's a good one, but that's diabolical, bro.
First of all, thank you for watching the show long enough to know that my dad's in the urn right there.
There are certain things that won't get you into heaven. You know what I mean?
There's a video online of a girl who poured the ashes of her ex's parent when he cheated on her.
I saw that.
Yeah,
she poured it. She threw it over a bridge or broke it over a bridge. But my thing is this: I think I've done enough. I think the things that I've done in life, God would be like, "Go ahead." You know what I mean?
Let you in.
Yeah,
okay.
But I think doing something like that, he'd be like, if you wouldn't have done that,
all that other stuff,
I would have let slide.
Rather, Steve says, nah, destroying the urn is wild.
That's wild AF.
Guy Tripp says, Tam didn't like that. Jackie Moody says, I would hide the action figures on purpose and watch them cry. LMAO. Just hiding them, though. Just hiding them. She
has an evil spirit.
Did she do that back in the day? Did she hide your action figures?
She wasn't the one who would do that.
She said when we were little.
But that's the thing. She wouldn't destroy my things. She was a very sweet girl. It was the other two that would do that. She's
admitting that she hid them.
What I'm trying to, if you listen to what I'm saying.
And how do you feel about knowing that?
What I'm saying is, I always found them and they were unharmed. That was better than what the other two did, which was break them.
Name the other two.
No. They don't know.
They terrorized him every summer when he would go visit them. Okay, we have a couple of memes to read. This one was posted in the Discord by Lexi a couple of days ago. Let me see what it says. I didn't get a chance to put it up on the site, but it says. But
in her defense, I also used to beat her up. And that is not something that a brother should do to his sister.
Sorry for the abuse, Jackie Moody, because she's tiny, you guys.
She's tiny.
This big, and she looks like she's 11 years old, even to this day. So,
I'll tell you this. She could take a hit back.
You probably taught her to be tough.
I slammed her on everything.
Autumn Reed says, OMG, not destroying the urn and saying ashes to ashes and dust to unfaithful hoes. Exactly. What's up, Caleb Craig? Thanks for being here. If you're just tuning in, folks, this is not our normal time, but it's been our normal time for about a month. This is the Marriage Go Round podcast with your real life married couple hosts, Tanjareen and CT. We're the only podcast I know about that's a relationship podcast that's live, that lets your comments be a part of the show, that happens between actual comedians, writers, and stand-up comedian actors social media people. I don't know anybody else who's doing it like us. So we let you get on camera with us. We have a couple people in the green room waiting to talk. We also read funny relationship memes. So if you want to ask us anything about relationships, give us advice, get our advice. Bless you, my king. Or if you have some fun memes to submit, let me know. Join my Discord for free. I'm excited because in my Discord, we have a Cali trip room, the people who are coming in town for the team takeover, and people have been letting us know they got their flight, they're working on their room, or they got their room. Some people are coming a day early. So it's going to be a lot of people here. I'm excited. He has his show on Saturday, that Saturday for the singing showcase. I have a comedy show the Friday before. It's going to be awesome. Francis' birthday is May 10th. Our anniversary is on the 14th. Only been stabbed 4 times in 20 years. Success. Bless you. You guys have very similar birthdays because his birthday is tomorrow, May 9th, and our anniversary for 10 years is May 14th. So what are the odds that we both got married on the 14th of May? Taurus life. So you guys, his Cash App, let me put the Cash App up. CT's Cash App is Team CT Entertainment. His birthday's tomorrow. Go on and bless the Cash App, Team CT Entertainment. You can bless him all month because our anniversary is 5 days after his birthday. So thank you so much. And of course, my Cash App is always already on the screen at just Tanjareen. All right, this meme, I'll read it real quick. It says, okay, so 6 years ago, me and my best friend fell out. My best friend and her dude broke up, so me and the dude started talking. Hear me out, though. When they were together, I never messed around with the man, although I thought he was attractive. The man used to cash out on my best friend and wine and dine her. I wanted that treatment, too. My best friend said I was a snake, but B, he ain't your man no more. Anyways, so me and the dude talked for like 2 months. He took me to a couple nice restaurants or whatever. I finally decided it was time to pop, lock, and drop it. This sounds like the same beginning of another meme I read, but it ends differently. Tell me why I gave it up and I ain't hear from the man no more after that, and I never got the treatment my best friend did. Now here I am, lost my best friend, the dude, and I'm still broke. Advice?
Well, I'll say thoughts before I say advice. She said she didn't get the treatment her best friend got. She only got that meat. Shout out to the guy, though, for being able to get everything he wanted. That's great.
He got both girls. I mean, he knew he could get her. Because you know, when you bring your spouse around somebody, you could tell by the way they look at him, oh, I can leave her alone with him. You know, you kind of know. So the fact that she thought that this was going to be cool. T-Hawk says, CT, what are you doing for your birthday, man? Well, I'll talk about that later. Francis says, Taurus life, because they're Taurus. She played herself, Rattler Steve says. Look like she's always there for her best friend. Jordan Taylor, I don't think you understood what I just read, sir.
I feel like, first of all, that scenario happens a lot, and she probably, similar to me, had a list. But for her to say her best friend, I wouldn't do that to my best friend. List. There's a list that you have to have of people that are in your life that you would never deal with their spouse, right? Like their spouse, their ex-wife or ex-husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, even after they stop dealing with each other or during, that you would never have. And my list is very short. So
it's just BT Kingsley.
No, there are more people on the list.
I think it's 3 people on the list. Everybody else,
we don't need to do the names.
Your girl is on limits.
We don't need to do the names. But
opposite of off limits. What are you doing?
We don't need to do the names. So with that, she probably had a list and her best friend wasn't on it, which is crazy because your best friend is supposed to be on it.
But she feels like that's her ex. So she's like, you know, you're not with him no more.
I get it, but here's the thing. That was an actual relationship and they were together for an amount of time.
Yeah.
And this is your best friend, which meant that you were around the whole time. That's kind of wild. Now, if they were just associates or people that saw each other from time to time and then that person broke up, you're like, hey, what up? But your best friend, that means that you had been in their home, and that's kind of.
Yes. And he said, she did say he took me to a nice restaurant a couple of times or whatever. And I finally decided it was time to pop, lock, and drop it. I gave it up and I didn't hear from him no more.
It was probably trash.
Guy Trip says, how were her knees when she pop, lock, and drop it? Maybe her rhythm was off.
See?
That's very funny.
Because let me tell you something. As a man, if you smash a one and it's trash, you're not about to keep doing it. You're like, oh, that's that. If it's good, it'll be like, all right, well, I can do this every now and again. But
What makes it good?
What makes it good?
Mm-hmm.
Certain elasticity.
Okay.
Moisture.
Okay.
Rhythm.
Okay.
Scent.
What if there's no rhythm? What if she's still and you do all the rhythm? Can that be good?
Her vocal ability got to be crazy.
Okay.
Like it's got to be.
Oh, baby.
No, I meant that's good too. I just meant like if she a good moaner.
Juicy Grit, Guy Trip says. Oh, she got to moan to make you, okay.
Yeah, so. If you're not doing nothing, what are you adding to this performance?
Okay.
Also,
my ears, Jackie says.
This is the truth.
This is a learning experience for all of us, Jackie. Don't feel bad. Okay, so the grip, the elasticity, the moaning has to be good if she doesn't have any rhythm or movement, but rhythm is important. Okay, we're learning here today.
Yeah.
I feel like the stuff equaled out. Okay, so if she's bad in one thing, the other thing will make it okay. Is that what you're trying to say, T-Hawk?
Or maybe he's talking about the scenario with the woman. Things equaled out because she lost her best friend, the guy, and she didn't get him.
Jackie says, so basically be a good actress, LOL.
Helps. There are some women that are
really enjoying it,
that win awards, and nobody ever knows the difference. Here's the thing with us as Black people. Black people can't distinguish what acting is and what real life is, which is why we see people do things in movies and we're like, oh, that's them for real. Yeah. White people be like, oh, that was a great performance. You're not really that type. And you be like, somebody that type.
All right, let me read this. This comes from 6 Brown Chicks.
Let's hear it.
It didn't load. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and get it off of here. What do you add to the performance, T-Hawk? Are you asking women in general, or are you trying to ask what my husband's add to the performance?
He's definitely not asking that. He's probably just saying, what do you add to the performance? Like a grade.
Okay, great.
Yeah, he's definitely
just checking. Okay.
He's definitely not.
All right, 6 Brown Chicks, site on Instagram. They get every Wednesday, they get anonymous relationship questions. Let me see what this one says. Okay, this one says, my soon-to-be ex-husband is a monster and he took my girls from me. I'm a gambler and I owed some bad people more than $26,000. So I sold my husband's classic car to the highest bidder. The car sale wiped my debt clean. His great-grandfather gave him that car. It appeared in 2 Hollywood movies. It was a full week before my husband noticed someone, quote unquote, stole it from our garage. Ironically, I stopped the insurance payments last year and I've been pocketing the money. When my husband realized there was no insurance, he became a different man around me and his attitude hurt our marriage. I prayed and forgave myself for selling his car, but my gambling debt hurts me too. I never even have enough money and I currently owe $8,000 in a new gambling debt. Instead of getting a third part-time job to help me, my husband filed for divorce and my teen girls went with him. This will be my first Mother's Day without my girls. He turned my girls against me. They blocked me from their socials and they never call. How do I reconnect with them?
Answer, you kick your habit. Second, she's sick. She has a gambling addiction and she has no accountability. The fact that she sold her husband's car and had been pocketing the insurance payments, what that means is, I guess the type of insurance he had protected against theft. Yes. So he would have been covered. Yes. But she was pocketing that money. So he basically found out that he could not trust you whatsoever, and you made it impossible for him to stick with you.
Yeah, the fact that you've been pocketing the insurance money for over a year before you sold the car means that you have no integrity. You're a very dishonest person, and bad things are probably going to happen to you because of the karma that you put out into the universe. You losing your husband and your kids' trust is just the tip of the iceberg. You're not a good person, and I can't believe that you would even.
She said he took the kids. Looked like they went willingly.
It says he turned my kids against me, and
how you get new debt after the car wiped out the old debt?
She said, I forgave myself for selling his car. I prayed. And I forgave myself.
That is not how it works.
Oh, Jordan Taylor said selling the car was a mistake that she shouldn't have done. I agree, Jordan Taylor. I agree. And T-Hawk is saying, yeah, the scenario, what do you add to the performance? What CT said. Okay, I know you do be knowing. I just had to make sure. Your comments are coming in slowly, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that one. I'm going to go to this one. And if our guest who was in this green room comes back in, I'll bring you in sooner. But we usually don't get to the guests until the second half of the show. This one Ah, this is a good one. Oh, let me see. Oh, bad things did happen to her. She lost everything that matters. You're right, Jordan Taylor. You are right. You are right. And the fact that, like CT says, she has no accountability. She's just like, how dare him, and his attitude changed, and it ruined our marriage. Everything is on him.
You know what I learned about, this is why I have no problem apologizing, ever. I don't. That's very funny, but we both know the truth. I have yet to run into a person who has not accepted an apology from me, because to apologize is accepting accountability. And you'll be surprised at how few people have accountability.
Yeah.
So the fact that she has none blows me away.
Doesn't even realize it. The fact that she doesn't, because the way she worded her question.
You know how people say, just admit that you're wrong. That's all people be wanting.
Right.
Admit that you're wrong. So if you do that, easy breezy. If I learned that, man, I can't even remember the first time I started apologizing. It might have been like high school sometime. Somebody said something and I was like, I'm sorry. And they were just like, and I was like, that's all you want? That was nothing to me.
Who taught you to say it, though?
Who taught me to say I'm sorry?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't my mama. So let me think. It might have been my older sister.
Shanita?
Yeah, I think
it. Sweetheart.
She is. I think it might have been her, or it was just like, because also I'm always ears open to hear how my behavior affected you. However, if it's going to be a conversation, I need to know if it's going to be a conversation or you're just trying to talk at me. Because if you're just trying to talk at me, it's not going to end the way that you want it to end. But if you're having a conversation and are open to hearing my perspective, and or if the situation involves it, your fault in that situation, I have no problem apologizing. But what I will never accept is somebody talking at me, and then when it's my turn to talk, they don't hear me. Now the plot of land got to be bought.
And the hospital got to be notified.
Hospital got to be notified. They getting called first because I'm on my way to the funeral home to buy the land.
I'm so mesmerized by your attractiveness. I'm looking at you in this blue and this little mohawk with your braids, and I'm just like, look at my baby.
Thank you.
Put your head up. Nobody told you to look at
your head. Blue is my color.
It is your color. You don't wear it enough.
I don't. This is my Superman color. Speaking of which,
this is Crip and Blood.
Chill out.
I'm in blue. I'm in blue. You're in blue.
There are other things that have blue and red.
Okay. Autumn Reed says she's gonna wind up in a dark alley, either being chased down by the ex-hubby or the bookie. Touche.
You should hope that it's the ex-husband, because the bookie ain't gonna show no love.
According to the movies I've seen, usually don't make it through to make the payment. Guy Trip says Alvin and the Chipmunk song, I'm sorry, so sorry, on an episode. That was my introduction to the word. The word I'm sorry? Wow. So look at that. Kids shows are teaching lessons. Bonita is becoming reality, Guy Trip. My baby is Bonita.
Bonita.
All right, let me read this one from Six Brown Chicks. I didn't load it into the app, but there's the proof. All right, it was posted today on their page.
Do people not often believe you?
It's the proof. And if they're looking for it themselves.
Who's been calling you a liar that people don't believe?
Yes, it really is from Six Brown Chicks, guys. Don't call me a liar.
I think that's from Seven Brown Chicks myself.
All right, this one says, I see red flags. 2 years ago, I ate sushi off my boyfriend's naked body and did other things for his birthday. And I had red eyes for a week. The eye drops weren't working. My boss sent me home because he thought I was high at work. So I broke down and went to the ER. My diagnosis, ocular syphilis. Whew. There was a report that several women from our state contracted the same illness from the same man.
Ooh.
This is what bothered me. That's my boyfriend, but the media report stated that there were other women aged 40 to 60 who also got the STI in their eyes. My boyfriend said the women lied to him and that his doctor told him he didn't have syphilis. I don't want to know my STI status right now because I'm pregnant and emotionally unstable. I still don't know if I can trust him. What to do?
Spoiler alert, you cannot.
Why doesn't she know?
Ugh.
Why doesn't she know? Ocular syphilis? I didn't even know that was a thing.
That also means that he's got a pattern of busting in these young ladies' eyes, and that's even crazier.
Oh man, I didn't think about that. She says she ate sushi off his naked body and
And did
did
other
other things
things.
to him. And other people. And then, if you think this is a lie, they also posted the news report in the next slide that lets you know cluster of sexually transmitted eye syphilis cause cases point to one man, CDC says. And then there's information about it on the next page. That's crazy.
Whenever you hear the word cluster, it's never related to something you want to hear.
Ew.
Fuck. Oh, I was about to say something else.
I heard it. I heard it come out.
Freaking disgusting.
I bet she got lip bumps too, Guy Tripp says. Ew. Ex-gunner is laughing. Not knowing does not help the situation. Natasha Johnson, thank you. Just because you're pregnant and emotionally unstable does not make whatever you have going on in your body go away.
Also, she went to the ER and found us out. They didn't treat her there?
I don't understand it. Yeah, they told her she had it.
Hey, this is what you got, baby girl. All right, take care. Help her.
Maybe she's saying that she might still have something because she's still been I don't know. What is she saying that? She says she got ocular syphilis from the ER diagnosis, and now she's saying I don't want to know my STI status right now.
She came back home with swimming goggles on. I didn't have no conversation.
And kept having sex with him, you think? This is crazy. There were other women who got it all from the same man, and her question is, I don't know if I can trust him. Give me advice. Oh, I love these conversations because when people are anonymous, they can be honest and let us know the wild things that go on in their lives. And we can all let them know that they're not making the best decisions for the outcomes that they want. Monty says, so she didn't get checked out? Wow, and pregnant? She about to harm that baby.
Yeah.
Monty used to be a night nurse.
That baby about to come out with mutant powers.
Which is cool. That's a good thing.
Baby come out like Cyclops. Why are my eyes on fire? Oh, your mama actually. Never mind.
Oh, Lord. Silly. Yeah. I got more.
You're pretty. Look at your cheeks.
Thank you, baby. Appreciate you.
Your lips look great. Natural. All of that good stuff.
All right. Before I read another meme, I'm just going to turn this camera off for a second and I'll see y'all later. We'll return after these messages. That was too quick. Why would I be mowing that fast? I don't know.
Makes no sense.
I don't know. It's TV. It's TV. Letting someone bust in both eyes is insane work. I mean, if you don't have control over where it's going,
you always have control over where it's going.
And you're trying to get to one eye, it's hard to keep it from going to the other eye, I would imagine.
Why are you the type of person to try to bust on someone's eye?
But isn't that the whole reason that mascara was invented? Because they were doing that so much on a woman's face, the mascara was supposed to like help to block
it
from burning their eyes. That's what I was told.
Jeez Louise.
That was the thing they would do. Just like, thank you.
That's so disrespectful.
Somebody fact check that for me. Where's Ashley White? So pretty. I agree, CT. Monty, I miss you. Thank you so much. 5 seconds of fury, Guy Tripp says. What does this one say? Autumn Reed says she would have had her first treatment in the ER and her OBGYN would automatically check her status during and after treatment. But she's clearly not going to the OBGYN that she should be going to while she's pregnant because she doesn't want to know her status. Thank you, Autumn Reed. Doran's Blade says, quote, I don't know if I can trust him, end quote. Some people have unhealthy attachments to people they don't need to be attached to.
I've never really been the let me bust somewhere on you type. Because I remember being early 20s, you always got to clean it up. It's like, I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to clean nothing.
I feel like if the guys who do bust on a woman, and I hope these words are okay to use on social media in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, but if you bust on a woman's face, I feel like that makes it her job to clean it up.
Well, that's just rude.
And I think the whole act is rude. You bust on her face and you thank her, and then you roll over and go to sleep, or you get up and drive home to your wife, or whatever the case. Yeah.
I mean, you know, the cheeks is cool on the woman's cheeks, not her face cheeks, the other cheeks. Or
Jackie, close your ears. Close your ears, Jackie.
On her eyes.
Let's see. Jarrell Week says, when I pull them lines, my wife be like, you want to do it? Don't you? When I pull what lines? I don't know which lines you're talking about. Autumn Reed says he doesn't have to bust in her face for her to catch it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is a cluster of women letting him bust that way? Exactly, Monty. I love how complimentary this episode is. Yay! Do we get points for that instead of you keeping score of our arguments?
None of them. How many
compliments have we given Bandersnatch? His black name is Bullseye. I like that. His black name. Let It Burn is my Usher voice. Emperor K says, dude, wipes are for more than just dudes. Ooh. We do have dude wipes in the house. Speaking of what I had said a second ago, I got this DM. And we don't have to get into a lot of it. I just want to tell you the first part of it. I got this DM from a guy, and I'm gonna post this, I think, on social media. He says, yo, I know you probably won't reply to this, but your husband is trying to cheat on you. My reply, ladies and gentlemen, was trying. Nah, he's better than that. My husband succeeds at everything he puts his mind to.
Amen. Hey, man. That was the greatest response. I would love to tell the story. Well, I feel like there's no way.
Nah, we can tell it a different way, a different time, on something else.
I ended up texting the person last night afterwards and was like, yo, you text my wife this stuff after I've been nothing but kind to you because I rejected your advances because I'm not, you know what I mean? And I was like, F off. And I blocked the number.
Oh, you didn't get a response before you blocked it?
No.
Okay. You just wanted to block the number.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I told you I wanted to block the number.
I know you did. I tried to stop you.
Yeah, you did.
The point is, don't try to tell me nothing about my man that I don't already know, and don't try to tell me he's trying to cheat on me or nothing like that. By the end of the conversation I had with this person, at the end of it, they were apologizing to me.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. I love when that happens.
But here's what we will share on this.
Oh, will we?
Yeah, we got to share this part because that looks very badly in how it would make the woman and man look. So I asked you, I was like, yo, what time did this person send you this message? And you said 4:24. And I was like, that's so interesting because this person called my phone like back to back at like 4:20 or something like that. So they didn't get the response that they wanted, which was in my mind trying to get it to happen. And I'm like, no. Well, we didn't tell the whole story, so I can say, So, no. So they didn't get that. Then it becomes, let me send a message to her. Hey, check this out. And it's like, and even what you read back to me, I'm like, there's a lot missing from what this person said.
I noticed that too. And you had already read me the messages.
So right.
It's like, you can't tell me nothing about my man I don't already know.
Also, I've never lied about being a good person. I'm not a good person.
You're not. But if I say that
I'm not a good person? Oh my God. Yeah, you're horrible. I can't believe you would say such a thing. Because you're supposed to be the one person in my life, other than my mother and angels of sisters, to truly know me. So it's like, for you to say it, it's like.
Hey, you guys, who's darker? Who's darker? Tell me now. CT darker? Put a blue heart. If I'm darker, put an orange heart. Who's darker?
In this angle, it looks like I'm darker.
You've always been darker.
No, I
He calls me black AF all the time, you guys. And I'm like, you're darker than me.
Thanks.
I know this is unrelated to anything. I just want to know.
It's only because you have not been outside.
I took a walk yesterday.
No, you
Monty
took a walk at
night.
night.
Shut up! Nobody asked me when. I was outside.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Jackie Moody. Jackie Moody is Team Tanjareen today.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Jackie, you got to come see us, man. You ain't doing nothing.
Right.
So I asked about the mascara origin. Monty says, yes, Cumbrellas eyelashes were created to keep the semen out of the eyes. Fact check.
Gross.
Thank you. So when you see the girls that wear the really, really thick ones, it's almost like they say about the guys who sag their pants because it was something you did in prison to show that you wanted to get something from behind. So does that mean the girls with the really thick eyelashes are letting you know that they want you to spray on their face?
Even if they do, that's not my speed. Like, contrary to what you would believe, I have such respect for women. That is, hey, to each his own.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me just pause for a moment to say, because we're almost at our hour. One, I don't know what today's topic was, but you guys can let me know in the comments under the video what I should title this video, because I haven't titled the last 3 episodes because I don't remember what topic should be, and know that I like the topic to be in the form of a question. So let me know what today's and the last 2 weeks.
What would you do if your spouse emptied your joint account?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Starting a new chapter in life, so I'll definitely have more free time. Jackie Moody says, yes, come see us.
It's about time you come out here.
Thick lashes like that lead to cocaine and heroin. Damn, guy trip. I just saw my friend's daughter. She's 20. She's 20.
20, I think. Yeah.
Or 19.
I think it's 20.
I think she's 22, 23. Okay. But she had the thickest lashes on when I saw her. She's so cute, though. And she's a little bit earthy. So I was like, this is an interesting choice for her. But she's adorable. But now thinking about umbrellas.
She's been fast since she was about 16.
She's been fast. But thinking about umbrellas.
I remember I saw her at 16 and I was like, how old is she? And you were like, she's 16. I'm like, she's fast.
Yeah, well.
She was moving around. I was like, this little girl's growing up too quick. Like wanting to be grown.
Topic, how to keep it out of your eyes.
I'll read you on your way.
Oh, she got them Amy Winehouses, exactly. So I just want to say, this is episode 85 of our Marriage Go Round podcast. We just did a couple episodes on this Patreon back in 2020. Then we started doing this Facebook Live in 2023 because they asked me to do some live streams. But I'm happy to say that to make it to episode 85, to look forward to Wednesdays to do this. This is also a great round number because our 10-year wedding anniversary is Tuesday coming up.
Tuesday.
So we will be celebrating that week. I'm not sure if we're going to do an episode from where we are. It will be up to how he feels while we're away. But thank you for watching all these episodes live with us. Thank you for honoring our marriage, giving us fun engagement on the show. His birthday's tomorrow. Like I said, make sure you send him some love, send him comments. This has just been a great year. How you feel, babe?
I feel honored and blessed. I feel like last year I didn't celebrate. I didn't publicly say it was my birthday because I was so in my own mind and ego. I was like, well, no, the people who know my birthday knows my birthday. I ain't about to go online and say it's my birthday.
You definitely said that.
And then I talked to a friend a couple months ago. It was his birthday. And I was like, man, you still celebrate your birthday? He was like, man, being alive is a blessing. He's like, I celebrate my birthday all month. I celebrate as much as I can. And I remember when I was a little boy, I spoke to this old man and he said, it's your birthday. There are people who don't live. He's like, you better celebrate the fact that you get a chance to live and be older. And I was like, yeah, I like that. So I don't know what here's the problem, guys. Every day is my birthday is the way I treat my life. Like I'm blessed to be able to do what I want, when I want. And if that's nothing at all, I could do that for months on end. So it's kind of hard to choose to plan something on my actual birthday. You know what I mean? Because it's like.
So I don't know what I should do with him. You guys can give us some tips. You know what he's into, but he keeps changing his mind on what he wants to do tomorrow. And
I want you to make me some peanut butter pancakes.
I thought that would be the first thing you said, but you said, no, I want to go to Doolin's restaurant or Mastro's restaurant. I said, okay. Then you start talking about all the places that give free things.
Yeah, because I've never done that.
And it's like 12 places that give you food. So you're going to be full by the time it's time to go to Mastro's.
I keep telling you, I'm not eating all of the stuff that we would get for free on my birthday. Like if Krispy Kreme gives you a dozen donuts glazed for free, I'm not eating all those donuts that day. I might freeze them and eat them periodically through the months to come.
But what about this place gives you a burger and this place gives you a side dish and this place gives you pancakes and this place gives you, like, it's still food.
Yeah, I would freeze it. So
we just driving around just to be driving around.
I don't know. We'll see how I feel tomorrow.
That's what he keeps saying. We'll see how we feel. So I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. But happy birthday. I love you.
I love you too. I mean, at the end of the day, at least I know I'll be spending it with you, so I'm gonna have fun.
I mean, I do have some appointments lined up and a couple of Zoom calls. I'm just kidding. I don't. No, wake up and make you pancakes, baby.
Even if you did, you don't. Every year I make sure that my 30th, May 30th, that my 30th is free. I'm like, all right, making sure I ain't doing nothing, except when we were filming the TV show. I think we were working, but it was like, and making sure I don't plan nothing because let's see what she wants to do. And last year you were like, oh, I think I just want to go get a massage. And then you went and got a massage.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, my sister, I went the day after.
I'll
Dylan's
tell you
and
what would be
Mastro's is a spectrum. I know. He picked the most hood soul food restaurant
I love soul food.
in Inglewood. There's 2 locations, or high-end Beverly Hills. They also have one in Thousand Oaks and in Costa Mesa, Mastro's. Let's go to the one in Thousand Oaks.
You could also have some hoes up here on the couch. That would be great. I start telling this new joke on stage.
We are out of time. It's at 59 minutes, you guys. I've had such a great time with you. Please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a heart emoji if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching the live on YouTube, make sure to leave a comment under the video. Let us know what you think today's topic should be. And if you want to send him anything for his birthday, once again, it's Team CT Entertainment on Cash App. He also has Venmo. I don't know what it is on Venmo. Mine is at Tanjareen. My birthday's on the 30th, but we'll be back before it then.
Venmo is King CT.
King CT. There we go. Oh, Jackie, when is your birthday? Okay, just because it's trying to holler at Jackie. All right.
Hey. Nah, just because.
Jackie says she's got 2 Krispy Kreme accounts for that reason.
Oh, so you got to have an account for it.
And
I thought that you would have
when is your
had
birthday. Okay, so maybe we're not going to get any of this free food because he don't have no accounts in none of these places.
Donuts are basura. Oh,
Krispy Kreme donuts are basura, not sorry.
You should be, because that is a reckless statement.
It's all just sugar.
What donut spot is better than Krispy Kreme than Bandersnatch?
Yum Yum Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts, Winchell's
Yum
Donuts.
Yum is not better than
Mom and Pop's Donuts.
You mean just overall Mom and Pop's? Winchell's is not better, and neither is Yum Yum.
And Burkett says, Bander, who hurt you, girl?
Yeah, Krispy Kreme has a different grade of sugar in their donuts, I feel like.
That was the most stressful happy birthday and I love you ever. Monty. Love from India, sir and ma'am. Is this Mr. Swishy? Is this Mr. Swishy? It's the same last name as the guy I talked to on Instagram.
Auto says Mr. Donut Man
is better.
I've
That's
never
a mom
heard
and
of
pop
that.
shop.
Oh, okay.
Because I never heard of it either. Krispy Kreme is
Mr. Donut Man, something's wrong with my nuts.
What?
Get it? Mr. Donut Man, something's wrong with my nuts.
Don't ever sing that again.
You looked at me with such disgust. Hey, I'm not gonna say it, but Tanjareen, that's another reason she's a villain. Ooh, you gotta hear her when she off camera, boy.
What?
Yep.
We have to end the show. See, I didn't even say nothing.
You said something.
Krispy Kreme only good when the hot light is on. All right, can we end the show now?
I want to know for Bandersnatch which place is better in her opinion. Then it's definitely gonna be a
cheat day. He keeps saying you're gonna have a cheat day tomorrow because you're eating all this BS.
Man, I've been cheating for a week. I've been
he
eating
ate a
everything.
pizza this big last night.
That's a lot.
This big.
I had a Little Caesars deep dish.
Don't you
box.
dare!
And I didn't even. So deep dish at Little Caesars, they give you 1, 2, 3, 4 square slices. I only ate 4 of them. I didn't even eat the other side. And I still have it in my, like, I can't get it.
Still have it in your body?
I can't get it down. So that's another reason I'm going to the gym in a couple hours.
Mr. Swishy, you see some suggestions for the topic for today.
I like Randy's and a little spot by my old apartment by USC. What's the name?
Randy's Donuts in Inglewood. There we go, West Side.
I'd have to taste Randy's. It's been a long time. She said it's too glazed, but I thought you liked glaze. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
He says his diet has become straight trash. This is not about top relationships anymore. But I've had fun with you guys. I'll see you guys.
At the end of the day, if we talk about anything, we in a relationship.
We are, baby.
That's what you gotta remember.
I know, baby.
You know?
Stop
I know, baby.
Stop talking.
I know, baby.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Baby.
Like Love is Blind, Clay from Love is Blind. Oh, baby. He did all of that lovey-dovey stuff and left that girl at the altar. Her hair looks so much better after the show than it did on the show. She's been braided up. She's been doing some good stuff.
People have been helping her.
Comments got to it.
Also, Guy Trip said if we do the show next week, we can celebrate with them too. Because their anniversary is also.
We'll get at least
but that would be the 15th. Man. So we'll see how we feel if we have a good internet service and good lighting. Goodbye.
Team CT all day. And you do know that. Team Reen. It's Team Reen.